Yo, 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 what's happening? Welcome to Upland. My name's Metaverse Millen. How are we all today? If you're liking these videos, please like, subscribe, and comment, and let's get into this video. So right up here on the top right corner, you'll see the UPX store. So if you just click on this right now and then go over to specials, this is where you'll see Spark Week. So Spark is used as a building, kind of like a construction worker. The more Spark you have, obviously the quicker you can build structures, manufacture products, and then obviously eventually it'll power your Spark for your car and other utilities in Upland. So Spark's very rare. It's hard to get. It's very expensive, but it does pay off. I know people what are spending 600 UPX a day just to get one Spark on their structures. So if you times that over obviously 1,000 transactions, you've got 600,000 UPX, which is $600. So it'll take you about 2.5, 3 years. Probably take you more, but like obviously you've got the UPX Spark exchange also. But yeah, it's like you can make money back on your Spark. Also, like you can buy properties and try and generate more income. So a lot of people use Spark for like their structures. I'm not into Spark so much. I'm trying to build out LA more like buy the land. But I do want to grow my Spark. Obviously, I don't get paid till Friday, so I won't be getting any. I bidded on them just to see, obviously, because things do change. But I'm just seeing right now all these like numbers going down. This just shows you how like valuable Spark is. It's quite a slow start, don't get me wrong, but it's quite a lot of money. If you think these are $460, Upland's made 2.5 grand just there, on these ones here, like basically, 14 there at $239, 14 here at $129. So this is the way Upland gets paid, and they keeps Upland going, keeps the lights on. So yeah, the more this sells out, the better it is for everybody in the game. Where I am on Upland right now, if we go onto here, we can actually click on properties. I'll show you this menu bar quickly. So right now we've got 3,983,000 UPX and 47. The value in month, so like my yield per month, is 66,700. So that's what brings in every single month, which brings in about 2,200 UPX every single day, just over. And then obviously you get visits on top. So if I click on here, this is all my yield I'm generating currently on Upland. Two people have visited my properties today, which is quite a slow day for me. Usually it's between 5 and 7, but like Upland obviously was really busy last week. It is going up in numbers, so I'm happy with that. Some days are slow, some days are busy. It's just the way it is. So yeah, two visits on top at 50 UPX each. That brings another 100 UPX in. So right now it's about 2,300 UPX day by the time I get to the 24-hour mark. So that's basically $2.40. This account brings in every single day roughly, a little bit more. And then obviously property sales as well. If I click on messages here, I just uploaded my video about selling 50 properties. I'm actually gone over that now because when I had the idea about doing the video, I was about here. So I think I'm up at like 54 properties I've sold now. And my first property I sold was 5 months ago. So basically, sold four, five, six, seven 5 months ago, and then everything else in the last 4 months. So I've sold basically 45 properties in the last 4 months. So it works out about 11 every single month, which is it's crazy. I mind I woke up one day last week, I was down in the Lake District visiting my dad, and I sold like 5 properties in a day. So don't worry if you don't sell much in Upland. It's very hard. It's not like guaranteed to sell when the last property you had sold. It's like you just hold it. One day, like I made a $60 day, and then the next day was like a $2, $3 day. So it does it like if you average it out as like kind of you don't look into it all the time. You want to keep looking into your properties to generate as much yield as possible. So here, I'm always trying to like sell properties and like get my yield up. As long as this yield's going up, I'm happy, and then I get the properties at a good price. I spoke on my last video. I'll always buy properties as cheap as I can, as long as they're on like good deals. So that entices the buyer. And also, obviously, it's a 9,000 UPX. And I think the cheapest right now you can mint in LA is like 9,150. So it's actually below the minting price of LA right now if you've not got enough UPX. And also, I make about $5 on this property, just under after obviously the 5% tax. So then the player gets a property what he could sell on for probably like in the future, you're probably looking at about 12,000, 12, 13,000. That'll go for in the next year on Upland. So Yeah, there's a lot of properties and a lot of ways to actually get in instead of pricing these at like 15,000, and there's not much room for growth. So here you can get 95 return for 11 and a half. Obviously, these prices are a little bit higher than minting them out in LA yourself, but the reason for that is if you're not in LA, it costs you more money to actually travel over to LA. So if I actually have the properties a little bit higher, someone in Las Vegas can buy them, San Francisco, Detroit, Porto, all these other places. They can come in and look on the property market in LA because everybody's going to LA currently. It's the place to be. I kind of paid off. I didn't expect anyone to come into Upland, especially the owners, and to be actually based in LA now. But I seen LA was like the slowest property. Everyone like basically counted out. So like that's where I wanted to put all my money because I knew LA would be a massive thing in Upland in the future. If you think about LA, London, Paris, New York, all these kind of places in the real world what hold value, I think it's just going to be the same in the game. A lot of entertainment, a lot of like meetups, a lot of money in LA. So yeah, I basically invested all my money in LA when it was slow. I sold about 10 properties in the first 2 months. It wasn't busy at all, but I kept chucking money in LA, and now it's actually starting to rise. So the price of LA's gone up like 10-15%. And then I also was getting my properties at half price because everyone was wanting to sell and get out of LA. But now it's actually changing. A lot of people are wanting to invest more money in LA. So all these properties I've got now are actually easier to sell because I bought these at a price when like people was trying to get out of LA. This is the difference. These properties I'm selling right now, you might be letting them sell. How do you sell all them properties? It's because I bought like 300-400 properties below $4. I bought every single property basically around that price. A lot of them I bought at $5, $6, $8, and these are all off the generated incomes. So once I get a property and it makes a profit, I'll usually buy another property or mint another property in LA. So like, but usually the ones I buy for dollars, they're all about $5 less, which I'd usually pay. And then if I put it up for double, which is a reasonable price in LA, you can see that this one 113, that's where it's gone up to 15,000, but like 108, 12. So I kind of like price my properties according to how much UPX it generates. So I actually try and do it like reasonably like a shop would. When I buy properties, I'll add a percentage onto it. So you'll always get like, see this one's a bit cheaper, but it brings in a bit less income. This one's the same price, but you'll obviously get a better deal on this one. So basically, if you go on my assets, you'll be able to look through all the properties and actually see that. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you're getting on with Upland. It's obviously Spark Week I've just mentioned about, so if you've got some spare dollars, jump on this. It's really actually a good idea. I'm building a structure right now. Where is it? In here, menu, I'll go down 1.39. Spark, I'll click on this right now, and then 6239 Goodland Ave. So this is basically what the Spark is used for. So I've basically put 1.36 Spark onto this property. That's as much Spark. No, I think it's a bit more now actually. I think I've got 1.39. Obviously I collect each day. You'll get a daily login. Make sure you click that login so you actually get at the end of the week between 0.01 and 0.03 Spark. So yeah, 1.39, 61 days, 14 hours left. And if you actually see, these are the lovely people helping me out right now. And even JPAT02 is in jail, but he's still helping me out, so thank you. So jump on that property if you've got some free Spark. You can get on this YouTube channel, and that's basically what the Spark does. It basically builds structures right now in Upland, and eventually these structures will have utility. So this is an 8-unit apartment, so hopefully I can actually do something with that. I'm just not worried, but like obviously when the neighborhood ratings comes in, I want to actually see how it affects my actual generated income. I know the monthly returns will go down on land, and I'm just wondering like where the extra money will go if it's in structures. So like then I'll change my strategy based on the highest percentage. So right now I'm always going for the highest return, between 24 and 25% I'm getting currently, if I average it out over the last 9 months. So that's really good. But yeah, if like obviously you don't get the 14.7%, say that goes down to 10, this will probably drop to about 52,000 or something like that. So actually then I'll have to like maybe change my strategy to buy more Spark instead of buying more. So it just depends, like, there's not a set way to win an Upland. It's how the vibe, you have to read it live. You've got to be the smartest one. You've got to be the one what's on Upland all the time, like looking at maps, looking at graphs, looking at where someone's putting a property up cheap, where you could buy and sell it for an extra few thousand. If you're on Upland all day, there's ways to make money. Obviously, I've just had to pay money out for other stuff currently. This month's quite a tight month, but at the end of this week, and that we'll get back into Upland and see where we're going. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos. Please subscribe to Metaverse Melon on YouTube and follow me on Metaverse Melon on Twitter as well. And if you're on Upland, go to James UK. That's James UK. And you can actually follow me, chat to me in the messages. I've got my chat open. And yeah, hope you're enjoying Upland, guys, just as much as me. Have a good night. Take it easy. Peace.